In the rolling hills of Santa Ynez, California, the Peruvian horse makes its home under the careful management of Terry and Brian Jarco and their accomplished trainer, Andres del Solar. Welcome to Rancho de la Florecita.
Welcome to Rancho de la Florecita. We live in the Santa Ynez Valley in California, the garden spot of the world. My husband and I raised Peruvian Pasos. We have for 23 years, and it's been a lovely experience. We're utterly committed to the breed. We originally got our first Peruvian Paso because I have a bad back. And I had had horses when I was growing up, and I wanted to ride again. And a friend told us about these horses, and we got a gelding, and then a mare, and then another mare. So it went on and on. But it's been wonderful. We love the horses. We like their dispositions. They're very kind animals. They serve us a purpose, I think, in the world for people who are who do have bad backs, who want just a delightful riding horse. That is their forte. They are terrific riding horses. They really are very attuned to people, and of course their ultra smooth gait is unbeatable. You can ride for hours without a problem. Our operation is a very personal one. It's very hands-on. We think Andres is an expert in training and his breeding and his philosophy, and we've learned a great deal from him as far as the Peruvian is concerned. And we have a good mind's eye of the sort of horse that we want to produce. And it takes a lot of discussion. We talk about this with Andres and with my husband, and we don't do any breeding lightly. It's very important because we don't breed 50 horses a year. We breed 4 or 5 or maybe 6, and we want each one of these horses to be exceptional. And that takes a lot of time and thought and care. One of the objects of our breeding program is to breed horses, both stallions and mares and geldings, that are very versatile, that they'll be a champion in the show ring, they will place in the gait class, they will be terrific trail horses, they will be able to do a parade if asked, they'll do anything. We take our champion of champions horses to the beach. We take them in parades. We take them on trail rides. We do all of this. And we think that's the way they should be. Brio is heart, willingness to work, energy. The Peruvian is noted for its willingness to please their rider. They want to please their handler and their rider. That is their main object in life. And Brio is part of this.
The focus of their 25-year breeding program has been to breed a better Peruvian with each successive generation, reinforcing the characteristics of strength, gait, disposition, and brio.
Well, we believe that we should improve on every generation, and that is the object of our breeding. We feel that the resulting foal should be better than both the mother and the father. And that doesn't always happen, but it does. And those that are what we want. We breed for the disposition, the gait, the strength, just a typical Peruvian Paso. We're not trying to change the Peruvian Paso breed as Americans frequently do. They're just wonderful for changing things. We just want to better it. The gait and the strength and the brio. Brio is terribly important.
A look around the ranch tack room at years of awards is a good indication that their program has been on target. For the Jarcos, the numerous ribbons and awards are less about winning, but more a reflection and validation that their breeding and training program are on the right track. Their goal is not to change the breed, but to better it with each selective breeding. Breeding selections are made carefully, with only a few choice foals bred and foaled each year. This beautiful 2002 filly is a gorgeous true black with lots of chrome, and has already captured the title of National Reserve Champion filly. She exhibits and possesses super lift and termino, and if her early success is an indication, she'll follow in her sire's hoofprints and win everything in the show ring. The training program is never hurried or rushed at the ranch. Each horse is brought along at a natural pace. Their philosophy is that great Peruvian horses are born, not trained. The proper training of each horse is important to the enjoyment of the horses. Classical training is essential, as it brings out the horse's best attributes and gives the rider the best possible ride from their horse.
My name is Andres de Solar. I was originally born in Peru. I came to the States in 1982, and I've been working as a trainer for Rancho de la Florecita for the last 22 years. In my family, they raise Peruvian Pasos and they raise thoroughbreds, but I was too big to be a jockey of thoroughbreds, so I always liked the Peruvian Pasos. They are so easy to ride, and they have so much heart, so much brillo, that is a lot of fun to ride a Peruvian Paso, besides being so smooth, and the gait that they have is so flashy, and all that energy that you feel when you're riding a good Peruvian Paso. And all this energy, it feels like the horse is almost ready to explode sometimes, but is very controllable at the same time. And I like that feeling. I like that, to get to that point of the gait, of asking the horse so much that all that energy, you can even feel it, but you can control it at the same time.
Andreas's philosophy of training is both simple and highly effective. Patience is the most important aspect of training. Horses trained with care and patience reflect this throughout their lives and bring great satisfaction to their owner. Patience and more patience is what horse training is all about.
We, at least here at Rancho La Florecita, with the Yarcos, we are trying to, and I think we have succeeded in breeding horses that they are very easy to handle. And the Peruvian Pasos all over the world, I think, they are mainly or mostly very easy to handle for anybody almost to handle. You can, of course, you can have hard horses. Some of them are harder than others, or some are more difficult than others, but you always have, most of the horses are very easy to handle. The grandkids of the Yarcos, you know, I have mares, stallions, geldings, they go to the horse show and they help me gaiting the horses. Maybe not a 10-year-old, I wouldn't let her take the stallion from the stall to the show arena, you know, but if I go and tie it to a place where he's gonna be bathed and clean, then they can go and work with the horses, no problem. So I think it's a horse that the whole family can be involved with. And at the same time, if you have young kids, you know, teenagers that they wanna have some challenge, you're gonna have horses that they're gonna be challenging for them too, you know, they're gonna be exciting enough that they're gonna go and like to ride them every day. At least that's the way I felt when I was a kid, and I still do.
The stallions at the ranch all contribute to the success of their breeding program. Each brings specific characteristics to the breeding program, strengthening those attributes provided by the mares they're bred to. Each new crop of foals grow up strong and naturally, running with their dams in the rolling hills surrounding the ranch. RDLF Lando is a beautiful black son of the remarkable 5-time national champion mare, RDLF Sol. Incredibly strong, with amazing bone, he has wonderful brio and extraordinary pisos. His foals exhibit his attributes of beauty, strength, brio, gait, and his wonderful disposition.
Lando, his great strengths are his disposition, his conformation, his strength. He has a great deal of bone, more than many Peruvians do. And he also has a low tail set, which is very important in the Peruvian breed, and that many breeders are forgetting about, because the low tail set is it's part of the conformation. Then they will get their rear ends under them, and they will have more extension, more overreach. And he's very pretty and is very nice disposition. We find he crosses very well with refined mares, that he will give them more strength, more bone.
RDLF Sol Pirano was the 2001 PPHRNA National Best Gaited Horse of Show. He's a gorgeous chocolate palomino with very correct angles and an opened, deep rounded rump that allows him to coil, reach, and stroke back with great efficiency and impulsion. He has won many Champion of Champions breeding stallion and best gaited titles. Sol Pirano is incredible and is passing it on. So far, he has sired 80% fillies. As a testament to his strength, RDLF Avenal completed a 25-mile NATRC race. It was a piece of cake for him. At 15 hands tall, he's a very impressive horse. He has size and bone, but he retains the perfect pisos of his sire and dam due to his short coupling and efficient movement. He has a wonderful disposition and is passing all of his fine characteristics on to his foals.
I think that Allendero is will cross better with more mares than perhaps Lando. Although they're both young and we have not determined this yet. But they both passed their gait, and they both have had fillies. We have had no colts from them, and the fillies are very refined, lovely heads, very pretty, nice gait. So, and the outside people who have bred to him are very happy, are bred to mostly Lando, because we've just started standing Allendero at stud.
RDLF Allendero is an impressive bay stallion. His dam is a multi-champion mare in the breeding division, the performance division, and has been best gaited horse of show many times. As you will note, this handsome stallion has size, marvelous bone, strength, brio, and gait. In his first show ever, he captured reserve champion breeding stallion, and then did an encore by capturing the champion breeding stallion title in his second show. It's not hard to see he has a bright future ahead of him. The Peruvian horse is a remarkable and versatile breed. Horses that are accomplished performers in the show ring, work with equal ease and ability on the trail, and are an ideal horse for the entire family. The Peruvian horse is a breed for all ages, as demonstrated by these youngsters working with an exhibition routine. As evidence of both the versatility and suitability of the Peruvian horses, one of the Jarco's mares is Florecita, a multi-time champion, and is now being ridden by a junior rider.
They are the smoothest riding horse in the world, bar none. And I know that this is true. And they are just a delightful riding horse for people who want to ride and enjoy a ride. They're a perfect horse. They're so responsive and they're kind, agreeable, and they want to please. You don't find yourself fighting your horse. Your horse wants you to do what you want it to do. It's just wonderful. It really is. I love this breed because they're just wonderful horses. They're very responsive, they're very kind, they want to do what you want them to do. They are not difficult to handle. They're agreeable, and they're so smooth. They're just a delight to ride. Well, we're delighted to share what we have, what we know. People are welcome to come and try horses, take lessons, just to come and learn about the horse. We welcome visitors. We would like to help people learn about the Peruvian in any way that we can. And we've been here for a long time. We're not going anyplace. We're a resource that is pretty stable. And and knowledgeable.
The owners, trainers, and staff at Rancho de la Florecita are a tremendous resource for anyone wanting to learn more about this special breed. Their quarter-century of experience, personal hands-on training, and knowledge will be of benefit to anyone wanting to learn more about the Peruvian horse. To learn more about this special breed with the smoothest gait in the world, contact Rancho de la Florecita for more information. They'll be pleased to share with you their years of experience and knowledge and help you find your forever horse.